I did it. Hello, my fam. I just premiered a video literally 5 minutes ago about Justin Baldoni and Ryan Reynolds. If you missed it, watch that after this. This is my daily Hot Topics show. If you did not know that, I do a Monday through Friday what's trending exclusive for you all, meaning your boy works really hard to make sure that what I discuss here on my live, I have not discussed in any video prior. Because I really want you all to get value here or just a different experience, especially my members like Halifax Angel. That's right. I have a membership here on my YouTube channel, and your support really means a lot to me. And your favorite creators, if you watch anybody's YouTube channel regularly and you can become a member, support them that way. For my channel, it's not that much. And in addition to supporting, you get to chat live with me during all my Hot Topics shows. I just switched this premiere to member only mode. However, everyone can watch and comment when the premiere is over. So you can't comment now if you're not a member, but you can when the premiere is over. Hey, Sam Miller. All right, let us do this. First, as a little aperitif, and because she's not a huge star, I am glad that I put her in the title because it appeals to a lot of people. Actually, let me switch. It doesn't matter. I want to give you a different backdrop. There's more than one Michelle Williams. Hey, Anna Marie. Which Michelle Williams am I talking about? Not the one in Destiny's Child. I'm talking about the actress who was married to, I believe she was married to Heath Ledger, right? Were they married? Or were they just previously together? Now my OCD is kicking in. Let me look it up. No, I don't think they were ever married. Okay, all right. That's fine. Let me just triple confirm. Yeah, they were never married. Okay, just partner. Well, they did have a child together. God, it's crazy to think that Heath Ledger's daughter, Matilda, is now 18 years old. Can you guys believe that? Matilda Ledger is now 18 years old. God. Grief or just death is a mirror oftentimes, and it makes us reflect about lives and our relationship with death. Hey, Adam. And I mentioned this on my Patreon show this morning. If you guys enjoy the podcast, I think you'd love the Patreon. Sometimes, when you first find out the news of somebody's death, it can be really sad, but it's a shock, right? Like you don't feel all the feels instantly. Last night, I'd been really thinking about Val Kilmer's passing. And the fact that he was just 65 years old. And the fact that I just turned 47. And literally, in the blink of an eye, I'm going to be 65. Like, the next thing I know, I'm going to be 65. Like, my son is 12. Like, how did that happen? 12 years flew by. Having kids ages you and makes time go by even quicker. Holy moly. That's why if my kids want to have kids when they're young, I'm like, okay, it's your life. And There are some pluses to that also. But actually, speaking of Val Kilmer, we'll get back to Michelle Williams. I got to read you something which I thought was very nice, even though I don't care about him. I'm not a fan of Tom Cruise just because I don't support Scientology or Scientologists. And Tom Cruise is like the number one Scientologist. He's the head honcho without being the actual guy in charge. Today at CinemaCon in Las Vegas, Tom Cruise paid a little tribute to Val Kilmer. He said, "I'd like to honor a dear friend of mine, Val Kilmer, for a moment. I can't tell you how much I admired his work. If we just all take a moment to remember the wonderful time we had with him. Let's just take a moment. I wish you well on your next journey." Tom Cruise lives in Maine? I'm pretty sure he lives in Clearwater, Florida. Now I need to Google this. Tom Cruise, Maine. House in Maine. Really? No, that was John Travolta. Sorry, I think you were confused with John Travolta. John Travolta had a place in Maine. I'm not seeing anything about Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise having a place in Maine. All good. All right. So Michelle Williams just had another baby, her fourth. Matilda is 18 and she just welcomed her third child with her husband, Thomas Kail. Hey, Ashley. Thomas Kail is an American theater director. He's a handsome guy. He's also a producer. And he's a television director too. Oh wow, he remains good friends with Lin-Manuel Miranda. He directed. Oh wow, he directed Hamilton. Oh my God, this guy must have a lot of money. I would think the director would make a lot of money off a Broadway musical, right? Anyways, they had their third child, her fourth total. This one was welcomed by surrogate because Michelle would be considered a geriatric pregnancy. She is 44 years young. Congratulations. Also, this is interesting to me. I don't know if it's interesting to you. Just a minute ago, we talked about Tom Cruise at CinemaCon. Also at CinemaCon, they previewed the new Superman movie directed by James Gunn, who is also the now head of DC Studios. And don't do it now. Don't do it now. Wait until I'm done with my video. I should have mentioned this at the end. Oh well. Keep watching me. DC released a 5-minute preview of the upcoming Superman movie. And I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, it looks fine, but I'm not like excited for it. No. I might go see it. I probably will go see it just because I have one secret movie theater here in Las Vegas where the matinee shows are super cheap, like $6. But, well, theaters around Vegas at casinos that actually have ticket prices. So go see movies there. I don't know, is it me or were you like underwhelmed? I mean, I don't even know. Like, there's like some weird dragon in it, like some weird robots. Like, I'm not a fan. I'm never a fan of CGI characters. I mean, I guess if it's done well, there's a lot of CGI in the new Superman movie. We'll see. I do think that the public, hey Ryan, I do think that people might be still having superhero fatigue. You know, also, I went down, I've seen her before, but for some reason, I just went down, I kept watching. I have a new TikTok account. If you're bored, it's your.showbiz.buddy. Your.showbiz.buddy. And you know, whenever you create a new TikTok account, different videos show up on your For You page because you haven't liked it yet. And that one evil queen, I did not see that, Melanie. Yes, Sam. Hmm. Oh, cool. Brad Pitt is going to be in it. Cool. Oh, but it's going to be on Netflix. Interesting. Anyways, I just saw like a related article that was really. Carrie Coon exited after the studio said, "We're not going to pay you anymore for Avengers Endgame," says husband Tracy Letts. Well, she doesn't need them. She's busy doing, you know, very popular TV shows like The White Lotus, The Gilded Age, The Leftovers, Midnight in the Avengers movies. Anywho, all right. In other news, Ellen Pompeo was just a guest on a talk show. She was chatting up with Jennifer Hudson and talked about a very famous person that I love. Ellen Pompeo, star of Grey's Anatomy, said, "Chris and I, we do a lot of volunteering for Children's Hospital Los Angeles here. They have an amazing program at Children's where they make music for the babies in the NICU, for the parents who have to go to work all day and they can't be with the kids. They record voices singing nursery rhymes or telling them stories, and they play it for the babies in the day when the parents can't be there. The babies respond to it, and it makes their outcomes more positive." Then she explains, "It's a really nice program, but they need money to run it." She talked about how, hey, how she had a small part in the bad blood. So Ellen says, "It's a really nice program, but they asked Taylor, 'Could you write me a big old check for Children's?' And she knew me all but 20 minutes, and that girl wrote me the biggest check without blinking an eye." Aww. I love that. We love that. I love Taylor Swift. Y'all, none of y'all will ever make me hate her unless she becomes a miserable person. But I don't think she is. All right. I don't think I'm glitchy. Am I glitchy? Am I glitchy for anybody else? I am? Weird. How so? Like, what's glitchy? I don't know. My Wi Fi is working. Oh well. Damn you, YouTube. All right. Jean Claude. Oh, weird. Jean-Claude Van Damme has been accused of knowingly hooking up with 5 trapped women in Romania. And his brother also faced similar charges. All right, we need a palate cleanser. A lot of people have been talking about all the Glen Powell and Sydney Sweeney of it all. Remember, Sydney Sweeney called it quits with her fiancé. The wedding is off, so is the relationship. Then, newly single Sydney Sweeney was spotted at the wedding of Glen Powell's sister, her Anything But You co-star, her former co-star's sister. Everybody, at the time that they were making the movie, they're like, oh, there's something romantic going on, blah, blah, blah. Well, Glen Powell was just on the Today Show, and he was asked about, the surprise appearance of Sydney Sweeney at the wedding and about the stir surrounding their friendship or their relationship. And he responded saying, timing is everything in this world, isn't it? Timing is everything in this world, isn't it? I love that. That's not a denial. That's like, yep, we're together. That's how I read it. Like, timing is everything in this world. We are together. All of a sudden, I am invested. In more couples news, there are some rumors that Will Smith and his wife, Jada, are happily not together at the moment. And that Will is romantically linked to this Spanish singer who was featured on his most recent album, which, by the way, it'll be really interesting to see if it even debuts on the Billboard album chart. I don't think it will. I don't know. That'll be embarrassing. God, how embarrassing for Will Smith if his album can't even debut on the top 200. I mean, it'll probably do that. But I doubt it'll debut in the top 100. Maybe. We'll see. He's been spending a lot of time with and gotten tongues a-wagging about India Martinez. Something to keep an eye out for. And in more music news, you guys, you know who released a new song this week? Adam, you know who released a new song this week? The Jonas Brothers. The song is called Love Me to Heaven, and it's their best song they've released in years. I think it could be a hit. I hope so. I love the Joe Bros. I'd love for this to be a hit. Check it out. Tell me what you think. Go watch the preview of the new Superman movie and tell me what you think. And let's all discuss in the comments section, okay? I'll be back tomorrow at 7:15 p.m. Eastern, 4:15 Pacific. Please become a member of my channel if you can. But if not, just watching is greatly appreciated. A big hug to you all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.